Welcome to the Sleepy Tavern. Sit down, have a drink, and listen to our little ramblings. I'm Zoo Zibble. I don't know anymore, man. What's a title? What is a title? Who title?
I'm Doc. I'm a charcoal chili dog.
And I'm Dingus, and that ain't it, Chief.
On today's menu, turning characters into other characters.
I'll be honest, we just came up with this on the spot before we recorded.
Are we sure that I'm just not like blackout drunk and this is all a fever dream? Like,
Um,
how can
yeah,
how can we be certain?
yeah, that's a good question. Put some more in. Put more alcohol in. He's becoming sober again.
What?
What? No,
Who?
nothing. Abort. Pull the plug. Pull the plug. Pull the plug. Pull the plug.
Who? All
What?
right. So as you know, we are gamer. Like this is no
As
question.
we all
This is
know,
this isn't a
Zuzibble has a
question.
list of about 40 characters in one document that he frequently
So
adds
so
to.
we might as well make more.
Yes, you might as well put it in. Let's. Who do you start with?
So today we're gonna turn characters from other media into gamer moments.
That's correct.
So
Who do you
so
start with?
let's start with Docs. Lately he's been obsessed with Borderlands. So why
Actually,
don't
no.
we
I'm
start
gonna
with
do
him
the
and
one that we talked about. The Goop one from Ben 10.
ooh, okay.
Okay, so, Goop, Ben 10. You know, he is a living mass of goop, suspended by anti
Do,
gravity. But fun fact.
but do they know?
That's a
Hopefully
good
they do.
question. I'm Hold on. I'm gonna put up a picture of Goop.
No, I mean, does the audience? I mean, are you gonna actually edit in
Yes,
a
I'm gonna
picture?
edit a picture.
Damn epic.
Okay, now you know what Goop looks like. Fun fact, if you didn't know this, his race is actually called a polymorph. I'm pretty sure. Zuzil, do you know this?
Do
Did you
I?
know
I don't
this?
know if I do.
Well,
No,
that
I
Goop.
did not.
So, I think a while back we were talking about like turning Ben 10 characters into D&D characters or monsters. And when I looked up Goop's one and saw it's called polymorph, I had an idea. Okay, so here's how it goes. Um, this can either be a character or a monster. Which one do you want to go with?
Either or.
Okay.
Yes.
I think I should go with monster because I could do a lot more stuff with that. Okay, so the polymorph. You know the spell polymorph, right?
Yes.
So here's what I was thinking. Um, a wizard try to cast. This is the lore thing I was coming up with. A wizard tried to cast the spell polymorph onto an ooze or gelatinous cube, whichever he wants. Okay, just an ooze in general, and it went wrong, and it made
As as it does.
as it does, and it made Goop as the ooze mutated into a living sentient being that could actually walk and talk. Except it needs help with that. So it also grabbed an anti gravity crystal or something like that. I'm just making that up right now. Something that will suspend gravity. Oh, actually no. Wait, how about this? So it's a crystal, right? But
Yes.
it produces a bunch of mage hands at once. So it just puppeteers the goop creature.
Just holds it together. Like, yep.
It literally holds it together using mage hand. That's how it works.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Sir, we got this under control. Don't worry. No worries. No. No.
Except it
No.
can't
No.
use any of
No.
his mage hands because if it does, it'll literally fall apart.
Yes.
So it just becomes a living mass of goop that is just only humanoid and cannot do anything with their mage
What
hands.
a what a woeful life it must lead.
And it does have the same properties as an ooze creature, so it is acidic. It can like be squished, all that stuff. I haven't really looked in the ooze category in a while, actually. I'll look it up later. But it also had okay. So there's a spell. I think it's Unearthed Arcana, but I can't remember. It's called Acid Stream. So it can use that. It can also use the cantrip acid splash. And I want to also say that it could just like the crystal's obviously floating. I also want to say that it can basically go under any doorway if it wants to, as long as it's not sealed underneath. That's what I was thinking. What do you think?
Probably yes.
Any ideas you want to add on to that?
Sperm bank.
Wait, wait.
Actually, has a
Sperm?
point. Okay,
What?
okay. Let me explain. Let me explain. Let me explain. So how do you think there are more creatures like this? You ask. Well, you see, um,
Well, I
how to
didn't think this
explain
would
this?
be.
Okay, so
I,
you know how like
I
you
like.
know, you know how sponges reproduce
Uh, yes,
via
but
budding, as
yes.
SpongeBob has taught us. It collects, um, for lack of a better term, sperm, and reproduces itself, evolving itself by budding, and it pops off.
So
Like
okay, but you.
the gooplets, as I like to
Well,
call them. The gooplets all produce off of the main goop and do its own thing. Does its own thing.
okay, this is all fine and well, but you're saying this as if you don't know what reproducing asexually is.
I don't know. Okay, he just said sperm bag. I tried to defend it. Okay,
Why would you? Why would you want to defend that?
I don't know. I told him to get involved. He did. Okay.
Like we're out here, everybody, even the folks at home, they're all like, sperm bank,
Fine. It
and then you try to
reproduces
be like,
asexually.
yes,
It reproduces asexually. It's basically one big amoeba, except
yes.
more terrifying. Infinitely more terrifying. This thing, the goop is virtually indestructible. Well, virtually. It can be incredibly damaged, but the weak spot would be the anti-gravity crystal thing, whatever it's called. The maze crystal.
Virtually, what is this? A video game?
Yes. You didn't know?
Uh, I don't mean I didn't really expect you to say yes, but
Yes.
yeah, sure.
That's why. You see, the reason why our hands go through the air is because we didn't program a collision effect on it. So
Hmm.
yeah.
See,
And also, um, um, it can't move otherwise without it. Yeah. Getting back to the polymorph thing, it does have the ability to shapeshift into any creature it wants within reason. Only if it's in a certain size. Like if it's a medium, if the goop is a medium, it'll only turn to medium creatures and challenge rating. I guess I don't know. It can't copy its powers. It'll just turn into that thing. But if they all combine together, they could potentially um, turn into a Tarask if they so wished. Only if they work together. You know, you get
okay,
what I'm saying, right?
yes, yeah,
And
correct, yes.
yes, that's all I got for the goop. What you got?
Okay, well, like,
The
this is
creature's
all
name.
great.
The creature's name is called the polymorph.
Yeah, and I think it does need the what's it, the anti gravity thing. It's a little pod,
Yes, I
little
said that
pod.
already. Yes.
Okay, but like we need to like incorporate a way to like make it cool and relevant.
Um.
Maybe like what happens is you have to destroy it and then so like it's like one of the strongest let's say it's one of the strongest goops or oozes in the game and basically in order to like actually do any substantial damage to it you need to destroy the gravity thing because that's what's making it strong,
And
you know. Yeah.
the more you harm it, the more goopy goop will sing because his body will start to fall apart.
Yeah, and like another thing is like the polymorph, because of their anti-gravity thing, they're actually quite mobile, which is very different from most other um iconic oozes.
I think
Like the
in theory they could fly too, can't they? But like hover at least.
yes, in theory, in game theory.
Da, 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 da. I forgot how the theme song goes.
You
We don't have the rights to those. We don't have the rights to it. We don't have the rights to it. Fine, we don't have the rights.
Okay, fine, coward.
Anyways, we don't have the rights to it. Okay, I'm just saying.
But like, it's like a parodied version, so that means it's fine or something. I don't know. I don't know how copyright works. This is my first 2 months on YouTube. I don't YouTube. Who YouTubes these days? YouTubers? What?
Exactly.
I YouTube? I don't know what you're talking about, man. I don't
You're on
YouTube.
it right now. This is a
YouTube.
prank, bro.
YouTube. You think I'm on YouTube? I'm actually on
Twitch.
what's the name of that one? What's the name of that one website that iCarly, the team on iCarly used?
I don't know.
Slap?
The slap?
Are you talking about the slap?
I think he's talking about the slap. Yeah.
Or did they just have like their own website? The
I think they have
like
their own
iCarly.
websites. I think they have their own websites. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, if they made their own website, then how did they become famous in the first place? Okay, whatever. I'm gonna have an aneurysm thinking about these things. All right, okay, but what about League of Legends characters? Because I'm a gamer. I play League of Legends. I climb the competitive ladder. I do that stuff.
Yes. I know nothing of League, so he's taking the
But
lead on this one.
I don't know if this is accurate. But you said Dingo Dango Dongo does.
Do you know anything? Wait, Dingus, don't you play League?
Yes, I used to.
Do you know anything about it?
Until the war.
What war? There was no war.
I don't know. So you probably know what he's got. So you probably know what he's got to talk about, right?
Yes, probably.
It'll depend on the character.
All right, Zuzibble, go ahead and pitch your idea.
Okay, so you know how I've been making the drunken stuff. Oh shit, we haven't talked about the card trick. Okay, we'll talk about that tomorrow. Okay. So you know how I've been working on those drunken subclasses like the reworked monk.
Yes.
Well, there's a drunk guy in League of Legends. His name is Gragas, and well, you see, Gragas, he brawls. You know, he's a brawler. He's fat.
Yes.
I don't know how to segue into that, but like he's just like fat, and he drinks and he brawls, and he's like amazing, and he's pretty fun, and so now that I've got the drunken brawler made, we could totally turn that into turn him into that, especially since I gave the drunken brawler the body an ability called body slam, so he does indeed slam his body and do the Gragas. If you were to be a character, okay, so like Gragas, he's like unexpectedly tanky, so you could go for human, but I personally would probably make him a Goliath. Yeah, Gragas, League of Legends, Gragas, because I'm busy playing Knuckles.
Send me it later.
Yeah, but Gragas, he's very, very. Your boy is thick. He's very, very girthy.
Incredibly girthy.
He's eating good, you know, and he's technically human, but like I think a lot of like just because of how tanky he is in the game, I probably might want to make him a Goliath, even though Goliaths are not like like traditionally chunky boys.
Yeah.
I think Gragas would make it work. Uh, you could also, because of like how massive his beard is, like your boy's got a big beard. It's even braided. You might maybe want to go with a dwarf.
Ooh.
Like a dwarf would be interesting. Again, I don't know if I've ever mentioned it, but like I prefer not to use most bland or like the traditional sort of races, except for human. But like that's like it's human.
Yeah.
Because I'm only human. Edge got more edge than
Then
I've
the
got
knife I'm about to stab you with.
I've got more edge than a box of Dollar Shave Club.
Touche. Okay.
Anyways, yeah.
I don't know how to
Okay,
respond to that.
another thing is like Gragas. Two of his so like he's got one ability where he body slams because it's like because he's a big boy.
Yeah.
But another one of his abilities is that he drinks from his cask, and then his next attack is empowered. So that's something interesting I'd like to think about. Another thing is he throws his barrel and it stays on the floor, and if he waits for a bit, the barrel, or he can either make it explode immediately or just like make it
Go boom.
sort
boom
of
later.
yeah, he can make it boom later, and the longer he leaves it, the stronger the explosion will be.
Ooh,
And
it's a build up. I see.
yes, build. It's a build up.
Nice.
But the most interesting one, in my opinion, is obviously his ultimate. His ultimate ability is where he throws the cask, and it just like it explodes with such intensity that it knocks everyone away.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. So like, what you could do for that is just create like a magical item.
Ooh, I just had an idea, but I'll let you finish your thing first. Are you playing Mega Balls right now?
Yes.
I fucking knew it.
Why did you think I kept pausing? Okay. Okay. So Gragas, he's got his cask. It can either do like the small explosion that just like damages you, or it can do the big explosion that knocks you back. So you could do like a magical cast thing. It could do a thing where it has charges. Like the more charge it has, the more potent the explosion will be.
I see.
The one problem would be though, like obviously since this is an exploding barrel, it would it would explode and you wouldn't be able to use it afterwards. But you could do some magic thing maybe where you repair it or something. I don't know.
I'll wind up exploding parrots.
Exploding parrot?
That's what I heard.
Interesting. Yeah, okay. Let's see. It's another interesting one. Like I'm on a server by one of my YouTubers that plays League of Legends, but like he recently opened up a D&D chat on the Discord server.
Nice.
So I've been reading in there. Some people have been trying to like create characters as D&D characters as well. Dingus, what characters do you remember from League? You said you apparently don't play it anymore, but you used to.
Yes,
How much of it do you know?
Kanye.
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 It's Kane. Yes, it's Kane, not Kanye, but yes.
Kanye the rapper.
Can you not call him Kanye?
It's Kane.
It's Kane.
Like
No, I'm talking
the
about
candy
Kanye
cane.
the rapper.
Oh.
you want to turn Kanye
Yes.
West into a D&D character.
He's asking. Do you remember any League of Legends characters?
Yes.
Was Kanye West one of them?
He was in my mind.
No, Kanye.
Do you have any that actually? Do you remember any of them for reals?
Yes, there was one called. I think his name was Sam. He's exactly like.
There's no Sam,
What?
but
Yes,
continue describing.
Wasn't there a character called Sam? Who was also
No, there was not.
like slime. I swear.
Are you talking about? Oh no, never. That's Jerry. Never mind. Who are you talking about?
I swear, there's a character in the game who's like a.
Oh yes. There's a slime character, but his name isn't Sam. It's Zach.
Yeah, Zach. That's what I meant, Zach. Okay, so what's gonna happen is that I'm gonna talk about Zach,
Okay.
and you just paste over the conversation we had about Goop over mine.
No. No.
That's the meme.
No.
That's the video.
No.
We just talked about different slime characters. Okay. Well, you see. Ooh, well, okay.
Is that all you remember?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I am fine. Fine.
Oh, Timo could be the class that fucks everybody over.
What? Who?
Timo.
Oh, that little fuck. Okay. Well, okay. So, League of Legends actually did like a partnership with D&D Beyond to create like a very brief one shot and a couple subclasses and a couple monsters. Pretty cool. For Yordles, which is the species that Timo is, they suggested just using the gnome stats, but just saying they're a Yordle. So Timo, I guess, would be a gnome then, but like a furry gnome. I don't know. He's a furry. Okay, like here's the thing with Yordles from League of Legends. I don't know why, but like all the dudes are like hairy, like animal like. But all the girls are like little elf gremlin things. It's weird. Of course you don't know, non League of Legends player. Imagine playing a game that you actually like.
This comes from the man who's playing Mega Walls while we're recording.
Yeah, but like I actually like Mega Walls. Nobody likes League. League is. And anybody who plays League isn't happy with their life.
So you.
Yeah.
You and I think I don't know. Does Lin Chan still play?
No, no.
So you. So just you.
Yeah, I'm the only one in the server who doesn't. No, just kidding. I like my life. I think. I mean, can do a bit better.
No, you don't.
Okay. Jokes aside. So Timo, so his whole gimmick is that like he's got various poison darts and poison mushroom traps, and his poison darts, they can either poison you,
yes.
Like the kill you slowly on the inside poison you, or they can blind you, which in game they don't actually blind you, they just make you magically miss all your auto attacks, but not the other thing. It's weird.
Very strange.
Like you can punch the guy, or like you can shoot him, but not that kind of shooting. And it's like, well, like hello. Okay. So, anyways, what else? Also, one of his abilities is just to move quick. That's literally the name of the ability. Like literally the name of the ability is move quick. And it just makes you move quicker. Like wow.
Wow.
Yeah, Timo's an old champion. So I don't know what class it would be. Maybe some kind of rogue. Because his ability is that he can also like just like stay still and disappear into thin air. So then there could be like that sort of ambush aspect. And then also he has his traps, which are invisible, by the way. His mushroom traps are invisible.
That's a great design choice.
Yes, invisible mushrooms, like what magnifique or
Magnifique.
whatever.
Magnifique.
Mag, magnifique. Suck on my deep. I'm very
No.
sad right now.
No.
Yeah. So
Is that all you got?
uh, yeah. Let's see. Well, one more character. One more character. They you know, how about this, Doc? Why don't you go to LeagueOfLegends.com and choose one character from the whole roster, and we'll talk about them because League of Legends has 100 plus characters, so
Um,
there's a character
give me
for
a minute.
everybody. You know,
Let me type it in. Let's tap this in.
he's a LeagueOfLegends.com. Look for their champion list.
Champion?
That's what the characters in that's what the characters in League of Legends are. They're champions.
Interesting, interesting.
They're
Loading.
not heroes because some of them are evil. They're champions. Even though not all of them are champions because they're just sort of
Champions.
average. They're champions.
Champs.
Like they're the best around. No one's gonna ever keep them down. They're the best around.
Alrighty.
They're the best around.
Okay, I'm gonna random. I'm gonna like go. I'm gonna close my eyes and just go as down as I can, as far down as I can. And
Ooh,
who's this?
yeah, I know this guy. I've been killed by him like 100 times.
Graves.
Graves? Ooh, Graves. Okay, so Graves is a guy with a shotgun. He's got a shotgun. So you could just play a human character with a shotgun. All right, moving on. Next video game.
Yes. Oh wait. Okay.
No.
Next person.
Sure, yeah. I mean, Graves is just a human with a shotgun.
Okay.
He's not that. Like, in game, he's cool, but, like, nah. You give him a smoke bomb.
Yi. Master Yi or Master Yai?
Master. It's Yi. Master Yeezys. Okay, so Master Yi, he's the master of Wuju, which is it's a fighting style, which is it's very nondescript because like Master Yi, he's a master of the sword, but he has a student who's training with a bow staff. So like, I don't know what the hell Wuju's supposed to be. It sounds cool though, Wuju. Would you please? Would you please? Would you please? Oh, would you please? Okay. So Master Yi. So he's got an ability called Alpha Strike. So like, what he can do is he can disappear into thin air and slap the shit out of 4 people. 4 people.
Sounds
So no, like specifically 4 people, not 1, not 2, not 3, 4 people.
So if there was 3 people, you couldn't do it.
Oh no! If there's 3 people, he just slaps the first guy a second time.
That's good to know.
Yeah. So it's 4 slaps. He distributes them evenly. If there's time, he'll slap you again. And only if there's time though, which there never is.
Dang.
He's got another ability, Wuju Style, where he just makes his attack stronger. Pretty simple. He's got an ability called Meditate, where he sits there and he takes less damage and he heals himself. And he glows green, but it's like an aura around him, sort of like Dragon Ball. And he's And then finally, he's got his final ability, Highlander, where he neumes. He goes fast. He just is speed.
Yes.
So, first of all, this could be what I would say is that he could probably be a Kensei monk. Monks, their whole thing is they can attack very quickly. They got a lot of attacks up their sleeve. They can do many attacks.
So we complain a lot about it.
well, like I don't know, man. Just like the monks that you hang around really fuck you over. But anyway, so like they can attack many times. Yes, punch. Yes. Um, let's see what else. Um, so he's got a sword. So Kensei Monk specifically allows, or like Kensei Monk is like a weapon based monk. So like you gain more monk. You can have multiple weapons, and you're very good at using all of them. It's very cool. Very cool. Um, um, I don't think there's like an ability in Kensei Monk that could like translate to his Highlander ultimate, but you know, okay, you know what? Yeah. So just like do it, human Kensei Monk, and I don't know, give him like super speed boost,
Yeah.
and yeah,
Oh, wait.
yeah.
No,
All
no,
right.
no,
Well,
no,
League of
no, no, no,
Legends.
no, 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 no. A tabaxi can say monk because he do dash.
Ah, yes. Dash.
Okay.
Like, well, it was like felines agility, or like
I
they can
forgot.
dash, and then like they can dash again, but they have to wait a bit.
Yes. All right.
Yes.
Uh, should we move on to Dingus's one? I need yes or no.
Well, yes, yes.
Dingus, take it
He
away.
was
I
playing
thought you were
with
gonna.
balls.
Yes.
I thought you were gonna ask for Dingus's yes or no.
All right, Dingus, take the lead.
Are we still talking about League of Legends?
No, you do what you're ranking a character from any media.
Clint Eastwood from The Good, the Bad, the Ugly.
We all know where Clint Eastwood is, but continue.
Yes, he'd be an archer or one of the sharpshooters.
I think Fighter has a
The,
gunslinger.
yeah, there's guns. There's guns.
There's I think Fighter has a gunslinger subclass.
Yes, his special.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 Yes, his special ability is blinding people with a scowl, like.
Wait, so all of his points go into intimidation?
Yes.
Durr.
Imagine you intimidate someone so much they drop dead on the spot. Just imagine that for a second.
Like it's an epic duel of epic proportion.
Player duel.
Where's the money, Lebowski?
Like it's just two guys staring at each other,
Okay, continue.
looking into each other's eyes.
Continue. So is he,
The
is he normal
tension.
or human?
He's a very human.
Okay, what's the variance?
Oh, yeah, well,
The
fuck it, I know.
variant that has really good eyesight.
What's the difference between human and variance human again? I forget.
I think variant humans they just gain a feat, and they gain the ability point increases, but only in 2 stats instead of 6.
Do you
I
think,
don't know, man.
do you think that okay, so his stats would go to intimidation and perception because he has a sharpshoot?
Yes, but he also has a charisma modifier, which helps him star in critically acclaimed films.
Touche. So his highest stats charisma?
Yes.
Or is it dexterity?
No, it's it's intimidation.
No, his highest ability stats.
Oh, charisma.
Is there like a feat that allows you to get better accuracy?
I think. I don't know. Probably some sharpshooter.
I don't want to look it up. I'm too lazy to.
You know who
Me neither. Which is exactly why I'm gonna do it anyways.
Okay.
You know who should be a D&D character? You know who would be there? And if they were there, they would win the game?
If you say
Claptrap?
I fucking hate you. He's been like this ever since he saw me play the Claptrap birthday party mission a while back.
You know, if Claptrap was with you the entire game, he'd win the game.
No, he
Would he though?
I think he'd make things worse.
If Claptrap was playing Mega Walls with Zoo Zibble, he'd win the game.
Actually, I think that would be true.
No, he wouldn't.
No, because he's a robot and he can't get hurt.
If
I don't think.
Claptrap was
With with minuscule items like the ones you get in Mega Walls.
Excuse me, Mega. There's literally a class called Automaton in Mega
Automaton.
Walls. There's
Okay,
literally a robot class.
okay. Look. Let's be honest. If he came across an Iron Golem, he'll get his shit wrecked. But actually,
He absolutely
isn't
would.
Steve like 2 meters tall?
yes.
Yes.
And compared to the player character, Claptrap's about half the size of us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
no, never
assuming
mind.
that for
Claptrap is
man of
size.
average height, Claptrap is like 3 feet.
Clapped trap.
He would get Claptrap. Okay, continue. Your Clint Eastwood. What alignment is he?
He's a neutral.
True neutral.
Yeah, true neutral.
Okay. He does not deal in any affairs except his own.
Yes.
What else can you tell us?
Um. He has this buddy. He brings around with him in the game.
He was Claptrap, I swear.
His name's Claptrap.
I hate you. Is he a tiny warforged?
He won the game.
No, he didn't.
What game?
He win the game.
I hate you.
He wins. He wins absolutely
Do
nothing.
you have to do this?
The game.
I fucking hate you.
He's vegan. Damn.
Steve.
Would have never guessed.
No one said anything about him being vegan.
Actually, I had
I
an idea.
did.
I had an idea,
That's
but I have a
why-
question.
Are you
What's
deaf?
the question?
Is there like an explosives class or subclass or something for Artificer?
No, but I tried homebrewing one.
Is there anything
The-
similar to it that deals with
Huh?
explosives?
No, the entire thing is based around explosives. Yes, but like, I need to redo it because I realized that I used the wrong version of the Artificer. I used the UA version instead of the official.
What?
Now,
Okay. I was
full
just asking,
version.
Is there any other official subclass that deals in explosives besides the one you try to homebrew?
no, but you could probably just do one with fire.
Excellent.
Or-
Continue.
Or there's an Artificer that can create cannons.
Yeah, that's close enough. Anyways, continue what you think.
Oh no, that's it. That's all I have.
Is all you have?
Yeah, that's all I have.
It's all.
What do you got for Claptrap?
It was only.
Oh, not about Claptrap now. President Nixon.
I fucking hate you. Hold on, is it actually President Nixon, or is it the President Nixon from Futurama whose head is in a jar?
No, the actual President Nixon.
Why?
His biggest modifier is charisma, which means he could seduce anybody named Monica Lewinsky.
I fucking hate you! That's such a specific,
Why?
That's such a specific joke!
But unfortunately,
But it makes so much sense.
Why though? Why would
But
you?
unfortunately, what?
You ever want that?
he can't talk himself out of the eventual controversy.
He can't talk himself out of impeachment?
Yeah. But unfortunately, he doesn't have the skill of sleight of hand, so he can't, like, confiscate any materials on Watergate.
Oh, what?
I'm not even sure if that's the, like, if I'm talking about
Well, what? Okay. Wait. Okay. What if his character arc is meeting a little kid named John Mulaney?
I fucking hate you. No, I made it. Remember, I made a John Mulaney comedian character for Lost Minds. Oh, no, wait,
John Mulaney.
Wait, no, you weren't there. I forgot. Remember how I said,
Yeah, and I was there late.
yeah,
Why?
Elaine fucking banished him. You know he did.
For what reason?
He sounded like Vulcan. You remember Vulcan, right? Those who don't know, Vulcan is a character, a recurring person that just showed up and caused trouble. Apparently, John Mulaney sounded like what I did for Vulcan to Victor. Sorry, fuck it, I said his name.
Hmm. Well, that's unfortunate.
Buddy. Is that it? You got? Is that all you got? Okay, I had an idea while you were talking about your League of Legends character. So, back to Ben 10. I had an idea.
Yeah.
It's a magical item. I call it, not to call it the Omnitrix. I'm calling it the Soul Matrix. Stick with me here, okay? If you are the person who's wearing this and does the killing blow to any monster or any monster, ooze, whatever you call, whatever thing, even spirit, creature, yes, then you can absorb their soul and turn into it. And turn
what
into
if I don't have a soul?
For 10 minutes. And you must wait for it to recharge for 10 minutes as well. But here's the thing. So, it comes in playlists. So, like, let's say this. You killed 10 creatures, okay? Right? You just filled up your first playlist. Now it's on to the second playlist. And you do that. You could, you know how like a wizard prepares spells? Yeah? Hello?
He lost the game.
Zuzibble? Hello? Can you hear me?
You know, if Claptrap were here, the connection would still be here.
Fucking Zuzibble. Yo!
Yeah, he smashed his computer because he lost Mega Walls.
Okay, write down the timestamp for this. Zuzibble. Hello?
So, I died.
Why?
I don't know.
Where
You
was
expect me to know?
Where'd you lose me?
You kill it, and then you absorb it, but then you can't use it for 10 minutes.
Okay, so yeah, okay. So you can use one creature at a time for 10 minutes, recharges for 10 minutes, and then there again. But here's the twist: it comes in playlists. So if you kill 10 creatures, then that's one playlist complete, and you could fill up. It's a playlist of separated into 10, of course. But you know how like wizards can prepare spells.
Yeah.
You can prepare playlists.
Okay, this is all great, but why is it called a playlist? It's not music.
Cause okay, this is okay. It's from a very obscure scene, not obscure, but very quick scene from the actual Ben 10 show. So I watched a lot. I should mention.
You rewatched a lot of it?
Yes, I have. So I remember a scene where he was scanning one of the aliens that he just beats. I don't remember which one it was. It was probably the chameleon one. You know, remember the one that turns invisible?
Okay, yeah.
Sorry. I remember the Omnitrix saying that it had playlists. It's like alien DNA sample saved into playlist 5 or something. And you know, Azimuth says that they're all separated into sets of 10 for simplicity's sake, because 10 million alien species, that's a lot to put in.
Yeah.
So that's why I call playlists. Cause shut up, okay?
Okay, but like that's what they call it in the original. So and you're not going to use Omni. I don't know.
I can't come
Wastes. What's a word for a short list or group or a small group?
Playlist. I'm asking Dingus right now.
Discography.
What would that even mean?
I don't know. You were talking about music.
No. Were you not paying attention?
Yes, I was paying attention.
Okay, what would you call a set of 10 different creatures that you could turn into?
Instead of 10 different creatures you could turn into.
Yes, and each set.
No, I would call it that.
Call it call it scream sets. I don't know. Just call it a set.
Fine, sets. You can prepare
A
a
soul
set.
set.
If you're going to be lame about it.
Well, playlist doesn't sound okay. You're saying this is if playlist sounds better
Shut up.
or cooler.
Shut up. Okay, makes sense. Fine. Let's call it a soul list. Okay. Better.
Whatever. Soul list. Just soul set. Soul set.
Fine,
Because it's a
soul
set.
You could prepare a soul set. But how do you like?
It's like a combo meal with Mickey
I think you
D's.
don't like can't. I don't remember if it's clerics or wizards or even if it applies to any of them. You could prepare spells, but only during a rest, right? It's not. Is that,
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, yeah. So you can only prepare a soul set, if you're in rest or during rest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you mix and match sets? Like you said, like you create one set and you create another set. Can you like mix them?
It's possible, yes, to rearrange. Like if you want to put like Heat Blast into Soul Set, fucking 3 or something, when he's in 1, and switch out like Wildvine or something. Yeah, but I'm gonna say only during a long rest. Yes, only during a long
Interesting.
rest.
Interesting.
Yes, that is very interesting. I call this
Indeed.
it's called the Soul Matrix. That's what it is. Yes. Is there any other characters you want to do?
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Alright, let's do that. We've been talking a lot about Avatar in Lost Minds.
Yeah, and it's kind of too much.
Yes, I think I didn't mention this before, but I made it canon in Lost Minds that Avatar: The Last Airbender exists as a show. I don't know what I was thinking of, but it exists now.
If the cabbage salesman was a character, what kind of class would he be?
If who?
If the cabbage sales guy was a character, what class would he be?
He classless, I guess. I believe there's someone made a homebrew class called the peasant.
He's the peasant.
So you could just. I mean, it's not an actual peasant.
No,
but,
he's
you know.
the guy who likes to sell cabbages.
Yeah.
Can we just have an F for Zuko at the moment? That the fact that this cabbage salesman probably found the Avatar more times than he ever could have, than Zuko ever could have, or the Fire Lord.
Remember when Zuko was like, "Oh my gosh, this kid's like the master of evasion. Look at all these maneuvers. He's so wow." And then like it cuts to Sokka being like, "You don't know where you're going, do you?"
Nope.
All right, fuck it. Let's just talk about Avatar now.
1 minute.
Okay, we did this thing where like the city that my character comes from, Lo. The city that Lo comes from is based on like the Avatar. Basically made like so Lo, my character, who's a dragonborn.
Yes.
He has an uncle who is a fire dragonborn called the Dragon of the West, named Iroh.
Fucking course he is.
And it's
and you have your own version. You also have your own version of the Fire Lord too.
it's the Dragon Lord, but instead of like all the nations are the one and the same because there is no nations. This isn't Avatar. Stop. No.
Yes, this is Bossing Say. There's no war in Bossing Say.
When somebody says there's a
looks like Bossing Say, I should just mention.
Oh yeah, and Iroh's in this one, Iroh's wife is named Jasmine because that's his favorite too. right?
Yes, it
I'm not.
is.
I'm not crazy, right?
I'm
That was
pretty
his
sure.
favorite team. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. Wait, also,
Yeah. So we got.
didn't you say that the Dragon Lord is the only Dragonborn that has fully functional wings?
Yes.
Just making sure.
Correct. Yes.
Excellent. Um,
The only one in Glory Hill.
yeah,
Because like I don't know, if you want to have a Dragonborn who's not from Glory Hill and there's no affiliation with them.
let's just keep he has wings because it sounds awesome. Anyways, who are we doing who are we turning into a character?
Okay, so like obviously the Avatar would be like the first one, and the most obvious choice would be the Way of the Four Elements monk.
Yeah,
Thing is
elements.
though, the current version of the Way of the Four Elements monk I do not like that much.
How come?
So, well, it just feels very slapped together. Like it's literally just like, oh, you get a certain amount of you get a certain amount of abilities, and you can have more later on, and then your abilities are literally just casting spells. I feel like there
I
could
feel like
be
this
a lot
works
more.
though. Okay, yeah, it's kind of lame the way it's kind
I
of
mean, like,
lame in this
yeah,
in general, but in this case it makes sense.
yeah, in general it's lame, but
In this one, it's
in
perfect.
yeah, like if you go to our homebrew chat, like it's somewhere deep in there. I had like a whole fat essay um that about revising the Way of the Four Elements monk to make it
Oh yeah, and we're
pretty
making
epic.
Aang into an air genasi, right? Because it only makes sense.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Good, and we're giving him, and we're gonna talk. We're gonna give him the stuff that like we talked about when we were complaining about the genasis last week.
Yes, exactly.
Excellent, excellent.
Oh, speaking of Aang, you know his trick where he just like has a bunch of marbles in his hand and he just makes them spin around in a circle.
Yeah.
Like it in like while it may seem very simple in concept, I saw a Reddit post that said that this is technically his most impressive feat because the sheer precision that it would take to make those marbles go in a perfect circle is like God mode.
So let me get this straight. Very early on, he was basically God mode already.
Yeah, like he has to like take into account centripetal force, acceleration, speed. He has to fight against gravity since he's like it's floating above his hand, and he just has to create the exact precise amount of force with the air in order to make sure that the balls don't fly. Another thing is like they're balls, so like air flows around them, sort of
And it's also a very
crazy.
terrifying weapon too. Just think about how fast those balls are spinning.
Yeah,
Wow.
you could also like suck the air out of your lungs.
We've talked about this before. Imagine dying of a heat stroke in the middle of the frozen tundra.
Yeah, just like the different ways Avatar characters can kill you. Like, so like air avatars, airbenders, they could suck the air out of your lungs.
Waterbenders, blood bending,
What
or just
can
moisture.
yeah, the most terrifying part of a waterbender is that they can pee your pants.
I forgot we talked about that. I forgot we talked about that. Wasn't it me
like
who brought it up?
yeah, because like your pee is mostly water, right?
No,
So, like,
look. But they would be the world's greatest kidneys.
what?
Yeah, they just like they could probably like separate the toxic stuff from your pee, from the inside of your kidneys.
Oh,
No.
you're saying that they're walking? That's horrible. Why would you reduce them to that?
Ask the Fire Lord. I don't know why you would ask him that. I'm pretty sure he's never done that, but I mean, if it was an option.
And then like firebenders, they can manipulate temperature because so like the idea is that they heat your heart
Dying of
and
age.
nothing else in your body. So because of that, your body you basically have a heat stroke and die.
Yeah, like I said before, dying of a heat stroke in the middle of the frozen tundra. uh,
Yes.
it's
Or
beautiful.
imagine earthbenders get so good that they can bend the metal in your blood,
I feel like
like the iron.
all benders are just basically monks, right?
Yeah, but because like all bending styles are like it's all a martial art, you
I
know.
think waterbending was based off Tai Chi, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure, right?
Uh, yeah, if, I think airbender. Wait, repeat.
So like
My brain.
waterbending is like based off Tai Chi, right?
Yeah, and uh,
Firebending is like
I don't
based
know
off
what the other
actual
one.
like I think actual fighting styles.
Yeah, they're based on actual fighting styles. Or like maybe they're they probably are. Like they seem like like they're based on like certain things, but they try to be like sort of generic because they're not. But yeah, I get what
Yes.
you're saying. Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
correct. Yes, because you know how like oh, if you've seen like in sort of in the show, depending on what nation you're from, normal martial arts, like non-bending martial arts, can sometimes take inspiration from like the actual bending art. Like I saw this post about how comparing Suki versus Ty Lee during the Boiling Rock episode, and how like the way they fought. Um, Suki, she was sort of in a low down stance, similar to how Earthbenders mainly use their legs in order to do their bending. And Ty Lee, you know, like everybody talks about how like Ty Lee is sort of is probably a descendant of the air nomads
Yeah.
because like just because like of her whole disposition, personality, and she also sort of looks like Aang. So
Yeah.
like, and she has like her fighting style is very flowy, you know. So you know, it's pretty cool, pretty epic. And like you know how Zuko, when he's not using his firebending, he's using his twin scimitars or just twin swords. I don't know if they were scimitars specifically. And like
Um.
scimitars, that's like a very or like twin swords. That sounds like a very aggressive fighting style, and
Yeah.
that's sort of what firebenders are, you know.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, correct. Yes,
Yes.
yes. Or you know how like um Sokka he sort of mastered the four different styles of fighting from each of the nations. So like he was already like pretty good with waterbender stuff. Like okay, thing is I don't know if boomerang is really the most truly accurate to what waterbenders were actually based on, but you know whatever. So
I think they just thought boomerang was funny.
yeah. So like
Which
he
it
was already
is.
good with water tribe weaponry, and then when he met Suki, he learned about Kiyoshi's style of fighting. I forgot what it was called, but and Kiyoshi is an earthbend or like is from the Earth Kingdom.
Yeah.
So yeah, so an Earth martial art from that, and then and then he uh, and then he learned what's it, the airbending or the he learned a more passive style of attack from the people from that one air temple. You know the inventors. I forgot them for their names, but like there were a bunch of inventors that were living in the air temples. Basically, sort of learned how how to how to only strike when stricken upon or whatever bullshit. And then of course he learned the way of the sword from a Fire Nation master. So pretty cool.
Huh.
All right,
Interesting.
okay. This is just evolving to Avatar. You wanted to talk about
I was gonna turn to. I was gonna do a Borderlands character. Yeah. So I was thinking, maybe do Lilith, cause she's a siren, and a sorcerer sounds cool. But I came up with a better one. I'm going to do Tiny Tina from Borderlands 2. Do you know Tiny Tina, Zuzable?
no, I do not.
I'll put up a picture
But
I'll put up a picture of her.
yeah, let me see.
Yes.
No, I'll look her up. Just
Yeah, no,
continue
I'm just gonna put
describing
up a
her.
picture of her in the video. So Tiny
Okay.
Tina,
Okay.
she is labeled as the world's deadliest 13-year-old because not for one thing she's legally insane, and two she is a gifted explosives master, which is why I was asking you earlier. So
Hmm.
obviously she would be an artificer, correct? And her alignments
Yes.
would be chaotic neutral, cause reasons.
Hmm.
Yeah, have you used the
Yes.
picture yet?
Yeah, I see her.
Yes. Um. So you said there was okay. So what artificer subclass would be the closest besides the one you're homebrewing? Which one would be the closest to an explosives master?
I guess it would just be the artillerist because the artillerist creates fucking cannons.
Good enough for me. She's an artillerist. She is an artillerist artificer who specializes in boom boom stuff, aka boom boom stuff. I don't know why I said that. I just like saying. I just like saying that.
Is that what she calls them in game, or
No,
are you
that's what I
just
call
going
them.
crazy?
That's what I call them.
I remember
She's a halfling. I'm gonna
during
say she's a halfling.
yeah, I remember during one of the vibe sessions we were like you were playing Borderlands, and then you paused for a second. Everybody's like, "Yo, Jay, what's up?" And then, and then you were just like, "Oh, I just got a rocket launcher. I'm admiring it." Like,
I sounded turned
like
on too. I'm just gonna say that.
yeah, you
like the exact noises that came out of my mouth when I stared at the rocket launch. Like, yeah.
yeah, like, you
Oh
were
yeah.
you were aroused, and I was
So it
like,
was.
it
It was
scared
a
me.
fucking awesome rocket launcher, and the sad thing is, I don't even use it anymore because I got a better one.
Well, doesn't the new one look beautiful?
Not as cool as the other one, but it's
Okay.
a lot more powerful. What was it? Oh yeah, sorry, I was talking about Borderlands. Um, yeah, she would have a bunch of bombs. I think I think the closest example that I could think of in terms of our club characters, because I just thought of this, is Sassy, except with bombs and not guns.
Okay. Speaking of that, I remember I made a character named Rigo, and
Oh
his
yeah, except he has
yeah,
double speed and she's just
I told
insane.
you, I told you his premise is that Sassy, but instead of arrow, it's a bomb.
Wait, I got something better. Okay, so remember how we were doing hybrid races?
Yeah.
She is a halfling shifter hybrid, and the shifter part is a swift strider because bunnies.
Hmm. Why does she have a bunny aesthetic?
She likes bunnies.
Uh, okay.
On the side of her RV, when you find her again later, or I think in DLC probably, you see that it's painted with bunnies.
Uh,
And in I think spoilers, Borderlands 3, you get to meet her again, and she has a bunny aesthetic. Like she has actual
uh,
ears.
epic.
Yes, very epic. I think all of her stats. Oh, I think no, I think the biggest stat for her might be intelligence, and
Hmm.
intelligence or charisma. The rest of it, I'm not so sure about. It's either
What, Wisdom negative.
Okay, no. Okay, look. Okay, the two big hitters would be charisma and intelligence, but the lowest one would be constitution. Do you know why?
Why?
Because apparently all she eats, at least when she's 13, is crumpets and chocolate chip cookies. I don't think she knows other foods exist. Like she saw salad one time and she saw a salad
Like,
one time and she was absolutely horrified.
Those are the
No,
cookies.
she went with, "Why is it green? Why is it green? It's demonic," or something like that. I don't remember the exact voice line.
Like, if it's not a cookie,
All she eats are cookies and crumpets. Okay.
Like specifically, like, is there like a specific kind of cookie?
Chocolate
Just
chip,
any cookie?
obviously.
Well, I don't know. You said cookies.
Okay, fair enough. Chocolate chip cookies and crumpets, and nothing else. How she's still alive, I'm not even sure about.
No, maybe she's trying to turn herself into a bomb, but instead of like normal explosives, it's just her arteries.
That's how she's gonna go out. Bro, that's not good. That is not good. Okay, so halfling, shifter, hybrid thing, whatever. Artificer. Is there anything else? Anything else? What else would be there? I'm not sure.
Done.
Gun. Besides gun.
But are they like? She just uses explosives, nothing else.
She's an NPC. So.
Well, yeah, but like.
Yeah,
just because she's an NPC.
I have never seen her use anything else but explosives so far.
Okay.
I mean, she's given me a gun before, but like, you know, that's basically everyone. I think that's all I got. Thing is, do you got anything else you want to put in? Is that all the time you got, or you want to talk about one more? Is that all the time we got? Think, usable?
Yeah, I think that's all the time we got. So, I think you've had enough for tonight. I'm Zuzibble. Dying is a hobby, I guess.
I'm Doc. Charcoal Chili Dog.
And I am Dingus of Arabia.
Goodbye.
Don't worry, we'll put it on your tongue.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die.